Hello everyone, my name is Rizki Antoni and I'm from class TI 23A. Today, I will explain a decision-making method called TOPSIS. The title of my presentation is TOPSIS Made Simple, Choosing the Best Option Step by Step. In this presentation, I will explain TOPSIS using simple language and real-life examples, so it is easy to understand even without complicated math. Before we start the steps, let's understand the main idea of TOPSIS. TOPSIS is a method used to help people choose the best option from several choices. The process starts by comparing available options and the criteria that matter most. Then, we evaluate each option fairly, decide which criteria are more important, and analyze which option is closest to the ideal solutions. Finally, we choose the best alternative. In simple words, TOPSIS helps us making smarter and more balanced decisions. Every day, we make decisions. For example, choosing food, choosing a smartphone, or choosing a laptop. Sometimes, making decision becomes difficult because we need to compare many factors at the same time. For example, when buying a smartphone, we may think about price, battery life, and camera quality together. This is where TOPSIS becomes useful. TOPSIS helps us compare advantage and disadvantage clearly so we can make better decisions. Here are the 7 steps in TOPSIS. First, we list the options and criteria. Second, we rate each option. Third, we normalize the data and give weights based on importance. And next, we find the best and worst scores. Then, we calculate the designs from the ideal solution. And finally, we choose the best options. These steps may sound technical, but actually they are simple when explained step by step. In step 1, we determine the alternative and criteria. In this example, we want to choose the best smartphone. Our alternatives are phone A, phone B, and phone C. Next, we determine the criteria that are important for us, such as price, battery life, and camera quality. This step is very important because TOPSIS needs clear options and clear criteria before making comparisons. After listing the options and criteria, we give score to each smartphone. For example, we use a score from 1 to 5, where 1 means poor and 5 means excellent. Phone A may have a good price score. Phone B may have the best battery life, and phone C may have the best camera quality. By giving ratings, we can compare all options more easily and objectively. In these steps, TOPSIS normalize the data and give weights to each criterion. Normalizations mean converting different values into the same scale so comparisons become fair. After that, we assign weights based on importance. For example, battery life may be the most important criterion with 50% weight. Price may have the 30%. Camera quality may have 20%. These steps help TOPSIS understand what matters most in the decisions. Next, TOPSIS identifies the ideal best and ideal worst solutions. The ideal best means the perfect conditions such as lowest price, best battery, and highest camera quality. The ideal world means the opposite conditions. Then, top 6 measures how close each smartphone is to the best solution and how far it's from the worst solutions. The closer an option is to the ideal best, the better the choices becomes. In the final step, we compare the overall results. The smartphone with the highest score becomes the best option because it is closest to the ideal solution and furthest from the worst solution. For example, if phone B has the best balance between price, battery, and camera, then phone B becomes the recommended choices. This shows how Topsys helps people make smart and balanced decisions. To summarize, Topsys is a simple method that helps people choose the best option step by step. The method compares alternatives fairly, considers important criteria, and selects the option close to the ideal solution. Topsys is useful not only for smartphones, but also for scholarships, selection, employee recruitment, business decision, and many other real-life situations. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope this explanation helped you understand Topsys more easily and clearly. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more technology. Thank you.